Hi there, this is Chris from Stubbs Aquatics. If you recall, I had to rush a lot of my shubunkins into this pond in behind me because I had a tank failure, being my 125 gallon. So I had to move my best barbs into, well, the shubby tank. And the lighting wasn't the best there, but now that I've got plants and my best barbs in there, I really had to upgrade the lighting. So let's see what I got. Welcome back to Stubbs Aquatics. As you can see, I'm at my favorite place. And, well, it's got my favorite lighting as well, that being Glorium. To this side, I've got a wonderful, smart, app-controlled dual-head light. And as you can see, the plants are doing outstanding. In fact, earlier in the year, I had the Bird of Paradise flower, which is really rare indoors and really rare for me. And to my left side, we have a full spectrum vertical light that is looking after all these great plants, including pineapple and, well, a majesty palm. As you can tell, I've already said I love my Glorium lights, and I have numerous in the fish room. But there's a brand new one out there that I've been dying to try, and, well, I can't wait to share it with you. That being the full spectrum, programmable, remote controlled A4 aquarium light. I think you're going to love it. This light is a metal chassis, plenty of LEDs, waterproof. It's 3600 lumens. If I didn't already mention, it's waterproof. I just love this moonlight. Look at that. Wait till you see this lit up. This quality light comes with extendable, sturdy brackets, easy to move in and out. Comes with a power adapter, and I like the light that shines on when it's on, and 7 feet of cord. Well, enough of me talking by the pond. Let's get into the fish room. If I haven't shown you already, this is the before, and you're gonna really love the after. Well, you've seen the before picture. This is the after using the Glorium A4 aquarium light. This is one great light. Nice lightweight, but sturdy metal chassis with plenty of LEDs. And they're strong. We'll get to all the features here shortly. It's got a 6.5 cord, as in 6.5 feet, plenty of room. This unit itself is actually waterproof, so if you're like me, well, accidents happen, right? The best part, if we look down here, is the remote. An important feature that the company wants you to be aware of is your infrared at the end of your remote. It's going to shoot a beam, and you want to make sure it's able to hit the lamp, and to ensure that you did, it actually shows up flashing blue light. Another great feature. Not a lot of adapters here. Well, I definitely know which one my Glorium one is. That's the one with the green light. Cool feature, lets you know that it's working properly. This remote is so easy to use. I was actually playing with it before I read the instructions, and I got, well, 3/4 of the way through it before I had to actually look at the instructions. What I did add is a bit of Velcro tape because, well, I'm famous for putting things down and forgetting where I put them. So I just place it here. This particular remote and light have so many different functions. Really easy to set up. First, If you want to turn it off, it's off. You're going to need 2 AAA batteries. Once you turn it on, you hit time or timer guide. Hold it for 3 seconds, and as you can see, it starts flashing. You set up to the time you want, as in the time of the day. So if it's already stopped out on you again, you hit that for 3 seconds, and you can change the time, minutes. Then you select the time that you want it to turn on in the morning, and then you do the same for the evening hours and for the moonlight. What's really great about this is you can control how much red light, how much green, blue, and white. What's really good about this is you can have it come on whatever time you want. And there's no push one button 3 times and another 4 times. It's just a matter of setting the specific time you want it to come on and to go off. What another great feature on this is the 30-minute ramp up and ramp down on sunrise and sunset. That really, makes it look more natural, and it's much easier on the fish that there's not a sudden change of light. The time value can be adjusted by using the plus minus, and the parameter position can be shifted by using the arrows on either side. The current time has been set. Sunrise and sunset settings have been completed. You then select the spectrum, being the plant spectrum, the fish spectrum, and, well, one of my favorite, the moonlight spectrum. And you can see the difference in each of these. This being the plant, nice and bright, lots of reds and greens. Now when I change it to the fish spectrum, you see there's a more little red, not as strong in the white light, and a little bit more blue. And then obviously if I hit the nighttime, predominantly blue and that awesome spotlight. You can really see that spotlight coming down. It's like a total moonlight, and how it hits the bottom of the tank. Now that looks cool. To exit the timer mode, which you can clearly see we're in, just simply depress the clock or timer button, and you will see that all that information is gone. This will not affect any previous settings. I think that's a great idea. Once you set it up, it's already included in its memory, and it's going to stay there. If you're wanting to get that full moonlight beam spectrum, note that you can't do that in daytime. You have to do it when it's a nighttime setting. So you'd have to be in timer mode, and it'd have to be in the evening. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this here button here, if I want to turn it off, well, I can turn it off there and everything will be remembered. Turn it back on, or if you want to power save. This is really good if you're shooting another video, especially if you have a fish room like mine. We have multiple tanks and multiple lights going that, you get reflections, right? And we've had to reshoot this a couple times because of reflections. So I kind of wish I had all these kinds of remotes on mine that I could just go bang, you're off, and not have to worry about you. For doing the spectrum configuration, note that, if you do the plant, which is this one here, it's 100% red, 20% green, 100% blue, and 100% white. You can see it's pretty strong. If you choose to use the fish configuration, which is the middle one here, again, it's 100% red, 30% green, so a little bit more green, 50% blue, so we've backed that down, and only 40% on the white. And That's a big difference. And to do the moon, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's 0% on everything and 10% on moonlight, but you can control that. In fact, you can control any of these. So I can ramp this up. As you can see, that's up to the full 100, or I can back that right down in 10% increments. And I can do that on any of these, which is great. Another great feature of this light, and of course the remote, is that you can do 3 customizations of whatever lighting you choose. Whether you want a lot of red, a lot of green, or very little green, or a lot blue, or all white. You can set that up and make it your customization. So in order to do that, you should press the red, green, blue, white button. That's going to get your first one blinking. That's red. The next one is green. The next one's blue. The other one's white. So I want this, well, I don't want very much red in the first one. So we're going to bring that right down to, about 20%. I'm going to go to the next color, which is your green. I like a lot of green in mine. So we're going to go up to 60%. And we're going to go next arrow over to the blue. It's currently at 50%. I like it a little bit more. It gives a fish a real good pop. And for white, well, I want it to be fairly bright, but not too bright. So we're going to go 60%. Then we're going to press the first button, and that's set. So if we want to hit C1, it's already set to what we want. So let's go to the next one, which is C2. Again, we'll depress this button. The red's already started to flash. We're going to bring that right up to 90%. Arrow over the green. We're going to bring that down to, well, let's go 10%. And the blue, we're going to bring that down to about 40%. White, and bring it over to the white, and we're going to bring that right down to about 30%, and then we're going to press C2. That's locked in, and now we'll go to the third setting. Again, we'll depress that. Red, we'll bring it down to a low amount, about 40%. Over to the green, at 10, we'll bring it up to about 40. Over to the blue, being I like blue, bring that up to 70. And over to the white, well, let's make this a little bit brighter, and we'll bring that up to 80%. Press C3, hold it down, and it's ready. So this is a built-in memory, and it's all based on a 24-hour clock. The time that still comes on, I've got mine set for 10:21 and off at 9 p.m. So if I wanted to go with my C1 setting, just hit C1, and you can see there's lots of blue in that. And the fish look great. And the next one is my C2, where I really wanted to highlight the red. And C3, well, that's a lot more blue and a lot more white. I kind of like this setting personally. And again, you have your choice at any given time if you want to hit it for plant, fish, or nighttime mode. Well, as my friend pointed out to me, this can be a bit techy, but you know what? I'm not a techy person, and this was really simple for me to use and to figure out. So if I can figure it out, you can too. I totally love all my Glorium lights. In fact, I think this one is probably going to be my favorite for the fish room. It's just going to make it easy if I want to turn off any other lights. So if I had a whole bunch of these Glorium remote controlled lights, that would be perfect. If you like this video and you want to see more of Glorium videos, make sure you check out the link here. And well, if you want to see more of my barb videos, make sure you check this one out. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.